Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another broadcast of the 3A Girls State Basketball Tournament. Once again, I'm your host, Sean Bennett, for your 3A Girls Basketball coverage here from Casper, Wyoming. This game is online on MyLocalRadio.com as well as KNYN Radio 99.1, streaming and broadcasting live. Once again, due to NFHS restrictions, this game will be an audio-only broadcast. No video is allowed or permitted for the state basketball playoffs, so we're just going audio-only, just like the good old days on the radio. So sit back and enjoy the next hour and a half, 90 minutes or so of basketball action, featuring the Mountain View Lady Buffs and the Buffalo Lady Bison. Both teams going to compete here for a trip to the state semifinals. The state semifinals will happen tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. That will happen over across the town at Casper Cop. A little draping over, and Allie Bugas slid out of everyone's view because she went right under that curtain and into the scorer's table. The legs of the scorers. Seems to be okay. 7:10 to play. Buffalo puts the ball back into play here. Ball up top for Chapin. Chapin throws it to Eli Olson, or she tried to throw it to Olson, but a nice job by Lindy Herford to sacrifice her body, diving backwards, falling on her backside to tap the ball away. Here comes Mountain View on their first offensive possession. Haley Stevens going coast to coast. Goes from the left side of the low block to the right low block, and she is fouled. Haley Stevens trying to put Mountain View on the board for the first time today and give us the first points of the game if she can make one of these free throws. And the first free throw off to the left side and out. 6:56 to play in the first quarter. Still looking for a first point. Haley Stevens can do it with a free throw here. And I don't know, it was a tough angle for me. She might have banked that one in. If not, she hit the back rim, and it went in. So all counts as the same. Pressure in the backcourt here from Mountain View as Olson gets the inbounds. Olson will take it herself. Olson, the tallest girl on the floor for Buffalo. And they instead go inside to number 24, Sydney Dobbin, who traveled. Dobbin looked like she was about to be fouled, but she traveled before going into the contact. So we'll be back to Mountain View ball underneath the basket. 1-0, 6:45 on the clock. Bugas takes the inbound pass in the backcourt. Bugas coming up the near sideline, reverses, goes far sideline, brings it up, drops it off to Stevens. Stevens to the corner, over to Harmon for three, kind of that hip fire three, and she is no good. Here comes a run out for Buffalo, and Buffalo is fouled as Kaden Davis goes well off the court there to stop her momentum. 6:27 on the clock. The foul committed against Charity Harmon, her first for Mountain View today. Inbound goes right to Olson. Olson being worked on defensively from Lindy Herford. Kicks it out right to Chapin. Chapin misses the long two. Harmon with the rebound. Harmon crosses midcourt and then stops the action. 6:15 on the clock here. Quarter number one. 1-0 the score. Mountain View leads on a Haley Stevens free throw. Haley Herford driving on the right side of the low block, can't get it to go, and Dobbin comes up with the rebound. Dobbin being doubled all the way down the court, tries to throw it inside to her teammate, and the ball is knocked right back to her hands. She turns around and finds Eli Olson underneath the basket all alone, and Olson scores. Now, if you thought they had the turnover, it went right into their hands, a little bit unexpected, so the ball went right back to Dobbin. And in the corner, Charity Harmon attempts a three, can't get it to go. Harmon and Lindy Herford both stop after going for the rebound. They both thought they were going to get it, and that leads to another rebound for Kaden Davis. Davis over to her teammate. That's Tegan Sweckard, who comes up well wide on a three, and air ball with 5:30 to play here in quarter number one. Mountain View with the rebound. 2-1 the score, Buffalo leading. Haley Stevens gets it in the deep right corner, driving towards the lane, challenges Olson. Olson straight up on defense, altered the shot, and that was no good. Rebound in the backcourt for Kaden Davis. Kaden Davis trying to lead her team. She's a 5'7" junior for this Buffalo Lady Bison team. Up top with it now is Sweckard at the free throw line, gives it over to Chapin, wide open on the left wing, and Chapin comes up with another air ball. Chapin It's too early air balls for her. This one from the left wing. Bit of a tough angle, and she missed it wide over the rim. Haley Herford to inbound to Bugis in the backcourt. No pressure as Kenley Bauer, the only one in the backcourt. A little one-man pressure as I say that. 4:45 left in quarter number 1. Bugis stops, gives it to Lindy Herford up top. Lindy Herford backing down. Eli Olsen pump fakes, goes up, can't get the shot to go. Fought for her own rebound, couldn't get it, and Sweckard comes away with it. Sweckard launches it up the court, and Bugis a little bit too aggressive there. Tried to jump in front of the pass, just a hair late. 35 seconds to go. Bugis driving down, dishes it to the corner. Charity Harmon for 3. Harmon's shot is no good. The rebound pulled away. Out comes Caden Davis. Caden Davis looking to run the floor. Drops it to Olsen at the free throw line. Olsen pump fakes, drives baseline, lays it up, lays it under, and it's good. So the scoring coming in bunches now late in the quarter after it was 2-1 for about 7 minutes. Haley Herford driving all the way to the basket, and she just kind of threw up a wild attempt there. Couldn't get it to go. 5 seconds. Here comes Buffalo. Last second shot. Buffalo scores on a runner, and pumping her fist at the end of the quarter is Caden Davis. Caden Davis scores to make it 10-3 Buffalo after 1 from Casper, Wyoming. Join us after this on MyLocalRadio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Starting quarter number 2 here from Casper, Wyoming. And immediately a turnover for Mountain View as they throw it away. Here comes Mountain View on defense now on the first possession. Buffalo with it, a 10-3 advantage as we start quarter number 2 live on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1. On the outside, three-pointer attempted there from Buffalo, no good. Rebound fought for underneath the basket, and eventually Mountain View comes away with it. Mountain View looking to run the floor, trailing 10-3 here, early second quarter action. Lindy Herford over to Allie Bugis. Bugis now with it. Bugis up top over to Lindy Herford, driving down the lane, gives it down low to Peyton Porter. Peyton Porter has the ball knocked out of her hand, and she was fouled. So that sounds like why it was knocked out of her hands. .709 to play, 10-3, Buffalo leading, and Allie Bugis with the ball in the corner. Gives it off for 3, no good. Rebound pulled away by Buffalo. Here comes Buffalo the other way. Caden Davis with it. Davis looking to run. Davis looking to put it up on the rim, no good. Eli Olsen couldn't tap the rebound. And here comes Mountain View. 6:40 on the clock. Dishing it out to the left side to Haley Herford. And no good. I thought that was halfway down. It was halfway down, and then it popped out. 10-3 to the score. 6.5 to play in quarter number 2. Olsen spinning in the lane. Had the ball knocked out of her hand. Down to her backside she goes. Looked like a turnover, and it is a turnover. Looked like a travel there from Eli Olsen, but I guess they deemed she lost the ball before she went to the floor because if she falls down, that is a travel. But as it stands, it's 10-3 Buffalo. Ball did go out of bounds off Buffalo anyway, so maybe ball don't lie or something of the similar version. 10-3, 6:20 left here in quarter number 2. Haley Herford spinning around as she goes to the ground with it. Haley Stevens for 3. Haley Stevens loses it, and here comes Buffalo the other way. Buffalo with the takeaway. Jordan McNamee up top. McNamee now over to Sydney Dobbin with it. Dobbin has the ball, handing it off to number 10, Kenley Bauer. Bauer gives it off on the backdoor cut from Tegan Sweckard, and Sweckard, she's getting bullied at times here, as that is about the 4th or 5th time where she has driven down the baseline and been blocked. And a timeout for Jessica Moretti, live on MyLocalRadio.com. Join us after this.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM-certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
So I believe I said that last time out was called by Mountain View. I think that was a timeout by Buffalo. So Buffalo has taken their first timeout of the second half. And down low on the inbound pass, Sweckard attempts a shot. Sweckard's shot is no good, but a turnover at midcourt. And here comes the other way, and Allie Bugis draws a block near midcourt. That really looked like a charge as Sweckard was out of control, and Bugis stepped in front to take a charge. Bugis took some hard contact to the floor. That is Bugis' second foul for Mountain View. 10-3 the score. Turning it over underneath the basket is Kaden Davis. Bugis comes in from behind, doubles her, and pokes it out. Mountain View with it. 10-3. They trail with 5:20 to play. Haley Herford driving down the left side of the lane is fouled going to the basket. She was fouled as she drove to the basket, and Haley Herford has 2 shots at the free throw line. The only player to score for Mountain View is Haley Stevens. Haley Herford, the other Haley, has got a chance to score. And Haley Herford, can't get it to go, so and the second free throw also no good, and the ball tipped around. Hard to see on the far side of the court from where I am who tipped the ball out, but I'll trust the official's call that it was out off on Mountain View. So Buffalo has it, still leading 10-3. Most of Buffalo's points came with about a minute to go in the first quarter. They had a barrage of scoring, or only scoring, for about 7 minutes to open up the game. It was 2-1 the score, Buffalo leading. Still, both teams struggling to get the offense going. Mountain View is 1 of 17 shooting in this game. Yes, 1 of 17 shooting. From the outside, attempted shot there. Tegan Sweckard, no good, long 2. And here comes Allie Bugis after a Haley Herford rebound. 4:40 to go, 10-3. Not an offensive showcase from either team so far, but whichever team picks it up first might be able to put this game away. Mountain View 1 of 17 shooting. Buffalo at 4 of 17 from the field. Hence they lead 10-3. From the outside, three-pointer attempted by Allie Bugis, no good. Rebound pulled in by Kaden Davis as she races it up the court. Gets it down low to her teammate, Sydney Dobbin, and Dobbin banks it in off the backboard and the rim, but it rolled out. 10-3 the score, 4:08 on the clock before halftime. Lindy Herford driving down her right side of the lane, and she is fouled as Dobbin puts both hands up in the air like, what did I do? Some of the Buffalo fans in attendance did not necessarily agree with the call. Mountain View has scored 2 of their 3 points, or 1 of their 3 points at the free throw line. The other 2 was a basket from Haley Stevens, and Lindy Herford misses. So when it rains, it pours for Mountain View. They have the epitome of struggle right now for Mountain View just to put the ball in the basket. Good thing in 4 minutes and 1 second they'll change ends. Maybe that will help them gain some confidence if they move baskets, because this basket is haunting the Mountain View Buffalo early on. And finally, another point on the board as Lindy Herford makes her second of 2 free throws, so it's 10-4. Inbounding on the baseline is Buffalo. Full court pressure from Mountain View. Looking to force a turnover. Bringing the ball up is Kaden Davis. Kaden Davis beats the pressure down, throws it all the way down underneath the basket. Sydney Dobbin catches it, collects, and scores, and she was fouled. 12-4, and a chance for 3 for Sydney Dobbin. Sydney Dobbin, a 6-foot junior, at the free throw line for 1 shot. Free throw up, free throw long, no good. Rebound chased after by Haley Herford. So it's 12-4 on the right side. Haley Stevens, nice little step through move to get underneath the basket. Misses the shot, gets her own rebound, and scores, and she was fouled. So Haley Stevens says, okay, we're not making any shots. I might just have to take over in this first half to get us into that halftime locker room. She has 5 of the Buffalo 6 points. She has to get her 6th point of the game here at the free throw line. Mountain View trailing 12-6 as Kylie Dellinger checking in for the first time. Haley Herford out. Haley Stevens at the line. And her free throw back rims it out. Eli Olsen falling backwards, catches it, and gives it off to her teammate before she travels with it. 12-6, 3:35 on the clock here before halftime. With the ball up top is Chapin. Chapin with it now. Up top now to Kaden Davis. Davis pulling up at the free throw line. A lot of contact, no foul called. And then a traveling is called as Lindy Herford caught it while she was in the middle of the air. And well, there is such thing called gravity. What has to go up has to come down, and Lindy Herford did not have her feet underneath her and took a hard fall on the, looks like the left side of her body. She's coming up a little bit limp is Lindy Herford. She limps over to the bench. Peyton Porter will check in. It was a traveling violation, by the way, called against Mountain View, leading to an Eli Olsen layup off the inbound. Olsen started at the free throw line, just cut right down the left side and used that height to her advantage to just catch the ball above her head and put it right in. 14-6, 3:10 on the clock. Dellinger gives it to the corner to Stevens. Stevens looking to do it all herself, drives in, gets the roll around the rim a couple times, and it drops. 14-8 the score. So Mountain View has finally picked up their scoring here late in this first half. That shot is missed from the baseline, pulled in by Kylie Dellinger. Dellinger over to Bugis. Bugis looking to beat the defense down there. Throws it ahead to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens up. Haley Stevens good. And Mountain View is on a roll. And Buffalo will take a timeout. Michelle Dahlberg doesn't like what she's seen. And a timeout is called with 2:45 to go in the first half.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at West Star Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit West Star Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. West Star Printing, 307-789-5202.
2:45 to go in the first half. Mountain View has picked up the scoring, albeit only at 10 points, because when you go 1 of 17 to open up the contest, leaves a lot of room for improvement. Bringing the ball into the front court here for Buffalo is Chapin, but she has her pocket picked by Charity Harmon. Charity Harmon going coast to coast. She misses the layup. Kylie Dellinger running the floor, and she scores to make it a 14-12 game. Mountain View has picked up the intensity on defense, sprinting down the court, knocking the ball away before it is entered inside to Eli Olson. Olson off balance, throws it up on the rim, and she was fouled. So even on that Eli Olson foul, it seems like Mountain View, the much more aggressive team, they nearly got a steal before the ball was tipped and caught and then thrown immediately into Olson, who makes the first free throw. That touched every part of the rim. 15-12, 2:20 on the clock here in quarter number 2. 15-12 the score. One more free throw, and it is 16-12. Buffalo leading by 4. Mountain View with the momentum. Buffalo hoping to quell that at the moment. Bugis crossing over in the backcourt. Harmon in the corner, gives it to Stevens up top. Stevens ball fakes, drives, gives it to Bugis in the corner. Bugis gets by her defender, drives in and comes up short on a layup attempt. And the rebound pulled away by Kenley Bauer. Bauer coming the other way with it. Bauer over to Chapin. Chapin in the front court, back to Bauer. Bauer moving towards her right, 16-12, 1:45 on the clock. Driving down the left side, back out to Chapin. Chapin for 3, front rims it, no good. Peyton Porter taps out the rebound to Harmon. Harmon looking to get by Porter in the defense. Instead, she'll slow it up. 1:35 on the clock here, quarter number 2, 16-12 the score. Harmon on the outside, hip fire 3. Harmon is good. Charity Harmon has found her rhythm from outside. 16-15. Eli Olson working on Peyton Porter. Peyton Porter fouls Olson coming towards the basket. Buffalo has found who they want to go to, at least in this second quarter, and that is Eli Olson. Remember, I talked to Jessica Moretti before this contest started, and she told me she was going to front Eli Olson, double her at times. Haven't necessarily seen that. I've seen a lot of pressure where Eli Olson has been left unattended or a one-on-one. In that half-court defense, Mountain View has done a terrific job, but on the runouts, Eli Olson has found herself underneath the basket. See Lindy Herford coming back to the bench. I didn't realize, but she was gone to the trainer's room. She has a pack of ice, so let's see. Trying to see where she's applying the ice. Looks like on her ankle, so that's not good. Lindy Herford out, ice on the ankle on the bench. Near a turnover in the backcourt, but a timeout called by Jessica Moretti. Haley Stevens and Kylie Dellinger, a miscommunication as ball is sitting on the ground. Neither of them went for it. Timeout, Mountain View, 16-15 the score.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
I did say 16-15 before the break. It is actually 17. I just did not update my scoreboard. Live on MyLocalRadio.com, 17-15 the score. Buffalo leads with 1 minute and 11 seconds on the clock. Bugis takes the ball in the inbound in the backcourt. Chance to tie or take the lead here for Mountain View for the first time today. Mountain View led it 2-1. First lead in the second quarter. Dellinger, free throw line jumper, no good. Mitchell tracks down the rebound on the left side, gives it to Harmon. Harmon passes up on a three, gives it back to Mitchell. Haley Stevens at the top of the key, falls down in the paint, able to get it off to Allie Bugis. Bugis over to Mitchell. Mitchell to Dellinger with 35 on the clock now, and Allie Bugis puts the ball on her hip near midcourt, directing the offense around. Bugis crossing over, gives it to the corner. Haley Stevens, spot up three, she's got it. And the first lead for Mountain View since it is 2-1 and lead 18-17. 15 seconds on the clock. Charity Harmon takes it away at midcourt. Harmon rolls her head back as the official calls it a foul. That happened right in front of me, 3 feet in front of me, and I will say I did not think that was a foul. It looked like a pretty clean swipe from Charity Harmon. It was across the body of the ball handler, but if you get all ball, it should not matter that you came across the body. She didn't make contact with the body. She went straight for the ball and nabbed it. 1-1, as that was the 8th team foul against Mountain View. Free throw is up. Free throw is no good, but the rebound for Olsen. Olsen comes up long on the rebound, and on the other side is Tegan Sweckard. Sweckard with an offensive rebound and putback. It's 19-18, 5 seconds to go. Sadie Mitchell in the front court. Gives it down low to Mitchell. Or Dellinger, excuse me, and never got to Dellinger as the pass was knocked away. 1.5 to go, inbounds on the baseline. 19-18, Mountain View can go into halftime with the lead if they make a basket with 1.5 to go. Inbound goes right into the corner to Haley Herford. She didn't see the clock. She started dribbling out towards midcourt, and that'll do it for our first half, folks. Here from Casper, Wyoming, the score, 19-18, Buffalo leading at the break. Mountain View on a roll at the end of that second quarter. Let's see if they continue that momentum in the second half. Join us on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Signs, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
Back here in Casper Events Center, stop to talk to Jason Hansen, who just came into the building with his Lyman Eagles girls basketball team. Checking out some more of the girls basketball action. It is halftime here from Casper Events Center in Casper, Wyoming, where the score is 19-18. Buffalo leading at the break. So just as we get set to get things back underway, both teams coming out of the locker room. Mountain View out first. Buffalo still in their locker room with a couple minutes to go. Now allow us to go over some of the stats here in the first half. Both teams made 7 field goals in the first half. Mountain View made the majority of those free throws late in that first half, and it was an interesting first half because Mountain View certainly did not look good for the majority of that half, but somehow to be only trailing by 1, I almost feel like that's a win for head coach Jessica Moretti. And I say that with as much respect as possible, as you could possibly give to the Mountain View Buffs and the Buffalo Lady Bison, but the Mountain View Buffs started the game shooting 1 of 17. Yes, 1 for 17. Obviously, you're not going to win a game shooting 1 for 17, but they did pick it up, and they ended the first half shooting 7 of 28. So in their last 11 shots, they went 6 for 11. Maybe just perhaps the reason why they've cut the deficit to 1 after taking the lead with about under a minute to go in that half. So the turnovers, 8 turnovers for Buffalo. Probably a good number for Jessica Moretti to see as she is really trying to get her team on the active and ready on the defensive end to attack the other team, Buffalo in this instance. Meanwhile, for her team, the Mountain View Buffs only have 4 turnovers, so not necessarily a terrible first half for them as far as turning the ball over and keeping the possession. Have to be confident with only those 4 turnovers. Handling the ball well are the Mountain View Buffs. 7 second chance points for the Buffaloes, only 2 for the Bison. Almost feel like watching that first half it was reverse, but those are what the stats say. The Mountain View Buffs, 5 second chance points from Haley Stevens. The Mountain View Buffalo, 2 of 7 at the free throw line. That is probably the most glaring stat between the two. We are just about ready to get set for the third quarter, as it will be Buffalo possession to start the third quarter. Back to action here. Buffalo has it in the half court. Throwing it all the way to the left low block. Eli Olsen, I don't know how she caught it. It is the pass from the right corner to the left low block. Hit the rim. It was a direct beeline pass. It hit the rim, kind of went straight down. And Eli Olsen, I believe, tried to save it before going out of bounds. 19-18 the score. Buffalo leading by 1. On the left side, Charity Harmon with it. Harmon to the free throw line. Turns, gives it off to Bugas. Bugas driving towards her right, gives it off to Haley Herford. Haley Herford driving down the lane, puts it up off the window. A lot of contact, no foul called, and she misses the shot. Buffalo has it in the backcourt, being pressured by Mountain View here. Trying to advance it into the front court. And a traveling is called, as getting the ball across the center line was Kenley Bauer, but she traveled after doing that, trying to come to a jump stop, didn't come to it in time. Allie Bugas bringing the ball across. Hits it over to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens spinning, turning, laying it up off the window, and good. First 2 points of the second half go to the Mountain View Buffalo, and they now have a 20-19 lead. Buffalo trying to race it up the court and beat the Mountain View defense down there. Chapin up top. Gives it off to Kaden Davis. Back to Chapin. Now it's Bauer. Bauer dribbles it off her foot. Able to save it on the sideline. Give it back to Chapin up top. Sweckard crossing over Haley Stevens. Couldn't find a lane. Back up top to Chapin it goes. Sweckard now on the right side has it taken away as she tried to enter it down low. Pass taken away by Haley Herford. Nice defense there from Mountain View. Another steal. Harmon on the right side. Passes up an open 3. Takes about a 10-foot 2-point jumper, and she misses long. The rebound pulled in by Buffalo. Here they come the other way. Tegan Sweckard with it. Sweckert has her pass taken away. She tried to get it over to Bauer, but instead it wound up in the hands of Charity Harmon. Mountain View advancing it into the front court, 20-19 lead for the Buffalo. Bugis turning, spinning at the top of the three-point line. Over to Harmon. Harmon right in front of me for three. It is good. And the largest lead of the game for the Mountain View Buffs is at 4. The Lady Buffs up 23-19, trying to answer on the other side. No good from Buffalo. Rebound pulled away. Here comes Harmon. Harmon trying to race down the court. Gets it to Bugis. One-on-one with Chapin. Bugis is blocked and fouled. Bugis went one-on-one with Saren Chapin. And Chapin thought she had a block, but a foul was called. Well, the block might have been clean up top, but bodied was Allie Bugis. Bugis, free throw is up and no good, off to the left. 5:32 to play here, quarter number 3, 23-19 the score, and a timeout for Michelle Dahlberg and Buffalo. Join us on KNYN 99.1 and MyLocalRadio.com after this.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
At the free throw line for one more attempt is Allie Bugis coming out of the timeout. 23-19 the score with 5:32 left in quarter number 3. Bugis makes her second of 2 attempts at the line, and it's a 5-point advantage for Mountain View, up 24-19. Trying to advance it into the front court. Here comes Caden Davis. Davis loses it in the paint, trying to get over to Bauer on the left side. Bauer dives to the floor, rolls around, gets it out to Chapin. Chapin on the left side, Bugis defending. Chapin gets by Bugis, drives to the right low block, and blocked by Haley Herford, out of bounds. And back to Buffalo it will go. 24-19, 5:13 on the clock here in quarter number 3. Buffalo still has not scored in the second half. Mountain View has opened up on a 6-0 run. Allie Bugis steals the inbounds pass and tried to go to the left low block to Sydney Dobbin, but Bugis was right in front of the inbounder, and she stole it out of her hands. Bugis racing down the court, gets it to Haley Herford in the corner. Haley Herford driving all the way across the paint and scoring. Haley Herford went from the left corner all the way across the paint to the right low block before fading away on a runner and scoring. A blocking foul as the Buffalo Lady Bison crossed it across the center line. Foul committed against Haley Stevens. That is Stevens' second foul. Haley Stevens, the leading scorer today with 14 points. Leads both teams. Up top, that is Dobbins. Dobbins trying to cross over Haley Herford. Didn't have a lane. Instead gets it out to her teammate Emily Paddock, and she turns it over to Charity Harmon. Harmon looks up, gets it to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens scoops it up on the rim, and it rolls out. Haley Stevens, nice step through move to get around the defense, and she just missed the layup from in close. 26-19 the score, the largest lead for Mountain View. As Buffalo brings it across the center line, McNamee gives it off to Dobbin. Dobbin is blocked by Haley Herford, but fouled. Haley Herford elevated, got a lot of ball, but on the far side of the court, the officials say that she also got a lot of body or a lot of hand. So at the line for 2 shots, and to give Buffalo Lady Bison their first point of the second half is Kaden Davis, but she misses the first. So Davis still trying to find her rhythm in today's game before it's too late. Foul, by the way, committed against Haley Herford, her first. Davis at the line for her second free throw, and that one is nothing but net. So Davis 1 of 2 at the line, and it's 26-20. Mountain View racing it down the court. Allie Bugas not going to be stopped, and she misses the layup. In close with the rebound, Sadie Mitchell throws it out top to Kylie Dellinger. Dellinger works down the paint, gives it off to Haley Herford. Haley Herford driving, spinning, and she had a jump ball. Haley Herford spun right into the defense there. The defense able to put their hands on the ball and tie it up for a jump ball. 3:57 to go in the third quarter. Mountain View possession on the baseline here. 26-20 the score. Mountain View inbounding, trying to get it in. They do to Kylie Dellinger at the free throw line. Dellinger races towards the basket, and she was fouled. Dellinger was falling backwards at the free throw line. Looked like she was about to fall over. The defender saw that and tried to overcommit and either take the ball away or pressure her to falling down. But I don't know how. Kylie Dellinger somehow regained her composure, her momentum, and just raced towards the basket. She was fouled, and she misses the first. Foul committed against number 10, Kenley Bauer, her first. That is the second against Buffalo here in the second half. Dellinger at the free throw line for one more shot. And Dellinger's free throw is no good. So 0 of 2 trip at the line there for Dellinger. Here comes Buffalo looking to race it down the other side. Putting up a shot. Awkward looking shot from Emma Paddock. And she scores. Nice little off-balance leaner there. About 12 feet away. 26-22 the score. Bugas into the front court. Warding off the defenders. Gives it off to Haley Herford. And Haley Herford is fouled as she got inside the three-point line on a drive. Herford high-fiving her teammates. Haley Herford creating a lot of momentum and forward drive in this game for her team. 3:30 to play here, quarter number 3. On the outside, it's Sadie Mitchell. Up top to Kylie Dellinger. Back to the corner to Harmon. Harmon steps back, thought about a 3, did not shoot it. Instead, it's Sadie Mitchell for a baseline jumper, no good. Kylie Dellinger tracks down the rebound on the baseline and then throws it away. Here comes Buffalo the other way, Kaden Davis. Kaden Davis working her way through the defense, no good on a layup. Haley Stevens with the rebound. Haley Stevens trying to beat the defense down there. 4-on-2 run out. Haley Stevens hits the deck. I believe she hit her head on the hardwood, and the official right in front of me will stop it. I think Haley Stevens went down to the ground and hit her head. She is on the ground in a heap in obvious pain, trying to walk it off. Not exactly sure what she hurt there, but Haley Stevens did walk to the ground, and the official kind of points towards his head and says, we have a head injury. So that forces Haley Stevens out of the game. A representative from the WHSAA will go check her out and make sure her head is okay. Don't want to mess with any concussions. It's Buffalo basketball inbounding underneath the basket. Buffalo throws in to Jordan McNamee. McNamee over to Emma Paddock. Paddock across the center line, gives it off to Kaden Davis. Davis over back to Paddock. Paddock at the top of the right wing, gives it off to her teammate Jordan McNamee. Throwing it down low. Eli Olsen sees the ball go off her hands. Olsen goes to the ground. Ball was tapped away. Olsen gets back up, posts up, and gets the ball. Misses the shot, but the rebound down low, pulled in by Kaden Davis. She goes up and scores. So just like that, a mini 5-0 run here has cut the Mountain View lead from 7-2. Dellinger driving in, pulling up from 5 feet away, can't get the shot to go. Rebound tapped all the way back out to Bugas. Down low, Lindy Herford posting up. Instead it goes to the corner. Charity Harmon for 3. Harmon's got it. Charity Harmon, I said in the first half after she made her first that she was heating up. You might have thought I was joking. That is not the case. Harmon has now hit 3 threes. on the outside. Rebound fought for underneath the basket after Olsen and Lindy Herford collide at the basket. And I believe Olsen's going to be charged with the foul. She will, going after the rebound. Lindy Herford did a terrific job there to prevent the basket from Eli Olsen, the Buffalo Bison big man. That is Olsen's second foul. No foul trouble you need to worry about, but that is the fourth team foul against Buffalo in the second half. So if you keeps this aggression up, they might have Buffalo in the bonus. Good news for Mountain View. Haley Stevens checked back in at the last whistle. Let's hope she is okay. Haley Stevens, the leading scorer at 14 on the day. Bugas up top. Bugas driving in, gives it off to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens in the paint, can't get it to go. Rebound comes long out into the hands of Sweckard. Sweckard being doubled in the backcourt, gets it off to her teammate Sydney Dobbin. Dobbin throws it ahead, looking to get a transition basket to Chapin. She can't get it to go. Ball fumbled down low after Olsen taps it back to Chapin. Chapin's three is no good. Rebound pulled in by Allie Bugas. Allie Bugas looks up. Charity Harmon running down the floor. Baseline jumper wide open, no good. Rebound fought for. Harmon goes to the ground. Bugas chases after it, but instead, on the other end, it's an and one. Caden Davis got the rebound, went all the way down the court, scored through a bit of contact there, and she will have a chance to make this a 3-point possession. 29-26. 56.6 to go. They haven't put the basket up on the board, but I believe they said that should have counted. They do put it up on the scoreboard now. And the free throw is up and good. So a 3-point possession there for Caden Davis. The foul was charged against Haley Stevens. That was Stevens' third. In the backcourt, a foul on Buffalo. Gets the Mountain View fans to their feet in appreciation of that call. As the Buffalo Lady Bison were kind of riding Mountain View up the court there, and the officials deemed that it was a little bit too aggressive. Foul charged against Emma Paddock, her first. Checking into the game is number 4, Jordan McNamee. Checking out is the player that just completed that 3-point play, Caden Davis. 29-27, 51.4 to go here in quarter number 3. Inbounding at midcourt is Haley Herford. Haley Herford throws it across the court over to Allie Bugas. Bugas crosses the center line with 45 on the clock. Bugas over to Harmon. Harmon up top. Now to Lindy Herford, driving baseline. Herford trying to give it up. Can't get it to go. Eli Olsen takes it away. Eli Olsen, the big man, running the floor. Bugas nearly had a takeaway, and Bugas did force a takeaway. Bugas got her hand on the ball, at least enough where Olsen had to pick it up and traveled with it. 31.2 on the clock, 29-27. Haley Stevens coming back in for this last offensive possession of the third quarter. Kylie Dellinger out. Buffalo pressuring in the backcourt. Full court press here as Mountain View looks to inbound. They get it into Haley Stevens. Press backs off. Haley Stevens driving all the way down towards the basket, going 1-on-3. Haley Stevens says, "You're not going to stop me today," and she scores. 31-27, 15 seconds on the clock here in quarter number 3. On the outside, Paddock with it. Paddock throws it down low, putting it up on the rim. No good. Second opportunity. Tegan Sweckard. Ball fumbled around after her second shot. No good. Bugas now with it. 3 on the clock. Haley Stevens at the buzzer for 3. Front rimmed it. No good. Could have been a dagger 3 at the end of the third quarter there. But instead, we will go into the final quarter. It was Mountain View's third quarter. Can they continue that momentum into the final frame? They lead 31-27 on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Back here for the final quarter of action of this third quarterfinal in the girls 3A state playoffs. Mountain View going on defense for the first possession of the fourth quarter. 31-27, the Buffaloes leading Buffalo. Inbound goes into the backcourt. Caden Davis brings it across the center line. Davis over to Chapin, now on the right side with it. Chapin back up top. Chapin over to Davis on the left side. 7:40 on the clock in the final quarter. Winner on to the state semifinals at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. The loser will play at 10:30 a.m. Driving down the baseline, nice backdoor cut, nice feed and score for Tegan Sweckard, who found herself open and she scored. So Sweckard scores the first points of this fourth quarter, and it is a 2-point game. On the outside, Charity Harmon left alone. Harmon, give her any inch of space, and she's going to make you pay. 34-29 on the long ball. 7 minutes on the clock. Mountain View leading by 5 here on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1. Driving down the baseline and scoring is Buffalo. I did say 6:30. It's actually 6 p.m. tip tomorrow for the winners. So if Mountain View wins, check us right after the Lyman game ends at 6 p.m. from Casper College. Harmon on the right side over to Dellinger. Dellinger at the free throw line gives it back to Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford driving down the right side of the paint, kind of fading away. Eli Olsen, the long arm of the wall, blocks it. 34-31, here comes Buffalo the other way. Haley Herford behind the play, comes up from behind and gets a block, and then is fouled as she's running down the other side of the court. That is I believe the 5th or the 6th. Yeah, now they updated it. The 6th team foul, so for the remainder of this game, Mountain View will be shooting free throws on every foul. Haley Herford puts her hands on her knees, obviously exhausted from all the running that she's been doing today. 34-31, Mountain View inbounding in the backcourt. Foul, by the way, was against Olsen. That is her 3rd for Buffalo. In the corner, Stevens. Stevens drives to the free throw line. Free throw line jumper, it's an air ball. Stevens probably would want that one back if given the opportunity. She airballed the free throw line jumper. More pressure here in the backcourt from Mountain View as they get it into Sweckard. Sweckard driving, throws it into Olsen. Olsen spinning around the defense, got the shot up on the rim, and she was fouled. Play kind of started in the backcourt there as Tegan Sweckard caught the inbounds pass. Haley Herford a little bit late to rotate in for that pressure. I think she was hoping that the inbounds pass was a little bit lazy. She was kind of a foot behind the defender, and right when the inbounder threw the pass, she tried to jump in front of it, but she missed, and that led Sweckard to go on a fast break the other way. 34-32 after the first free throw is good. One more incoming from Eli Olsen. Olsen at the line, bends the knees, and scores. So it's a 1-point game here in the final quarter, final 6 minutes of action. 34-33. Bugis being defended by Kenley Bauer. Gives it off to Haley Herford. Haley Herford back to Haley Stevens, leading scorer at 16 points today, and Haley Stevens travels as she was about to make a pass, but the Mountain View player left the area where she was about to pass it to, so she didn't want to turn it over. But in not wanting to turn it over, Haley Stevens did. 34-33, Buffalo bringing the ball into the front court. 5.5 to play here. Driving down the baseline, that shot is no good. And the rebound pulled away by Bugis, a foul on the rebound. And that means one thing, it is a 1-and-1. Charity Harmon just realizes that now. She turns around, pumps her fist, and pats Allie Bugas on the back, says, all right, go make some free throws. So 1-1 for Allie Bugas. Those are the killers for Buffalo because they had the ball underneath the basket of Mountain View, and they fouled, so walked this thing 75 feet down the other side of the court. Chance to score with no time coming off the clock. Bugas at the line. Front end of the 1-1, and she front rims it. Here comes Buffalo looking to break down the court, and they miss, or they had a shot blocked underneath the basket. Lindy Herford blocks Eli Olson. 5:20 on the clock. And Mountain View has to bring it into the front court. Allie Bugas. Bugas over to Haley Herford. Haley Herford goes to the corner to Haley Stevens. Ball knocked around, eventually sent back out to midcourt to Allie Bugas. Bugas crossing over, trying to get in the middle of that paint. Over to Harmon. Harmon on the left wing for three. Harmon right on line. Nails it from downtown. And it's 37-33. Charity Harmon, 4 of 9 in this game from downtown. Or make that 5 of 10 now. 5 of 10 for Charity Harmon on 3. And coming the other way and laying it up, laying it in. Tegan Sweckard, who's been a huge component for this Buffalo Lady Bison team, trying to keep them in the game. She's got 8, 10 rebounds. She's 2 points away from a double-double is Tegan Sweckard. Driving down the lane, Haley Stevens, a lot of contact, no foul called. She misses the shot, but Allie Bugas with the rebound. Bugas drops it off to Harmon at the free throw line. Harmon fading away at the free throw line, gets the roll. Shooter's roll on this rim, and it's 39-35. Emma Paddock into the front court. Paddock goes to the right side over to Bauer. Bauer, Olsen posting up in the paint, driving through the defense, and it's going to be an and one. Allie Bugas tried to take a charge. They called it a blocking foul, and Emma Olsen made the shot. Officials in far better position than I was, so I'm not going to comment on the validity of that blocking foul. But it is a big foul. Chance to make it a 1-point game with 4:05 on the clock here in quarter number 4. Mountain View with 3 timeouts, Buffalo with 2. Olsen at the line for 1 shot. Olsen's free throw is nothing but nylon. Emma Olsen has been on the top of her game today. 15 points for her, and a turnover into the backcourt as they throw it away on the sideline. Mountain View tried to throw it near midcourt and advance and beat the pressure, but the ball just went out of bounds. 4:05 to play, inbounding on the baseline, chance to take the lead. The Buffalo Lady Bison. On the baseline, Paddock. Paddock throws it inside to Olsen. Olsen fading away from the basket. Nice little post move, and she's got 2 more. And Buffalo leads 40-39 with 3:45 on the clock. Bugas into the front court. Bugas over to Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens loses it. It's a 2-on-1 run out. Dellinger on defense. Here comes Dobbin. Dobbin all the way, and she scores. And actually, that was Kaden Davis. Dobbin was on the other side, and it's 42-39. Mountain View falling apart at the worst time. Dellinger at the top of the key, and a timeout for Jessica Moretti. Jessica Moretti doesn't like what she saw. A 7-0 run for the Buffalo Lady Bison, give them a 3-point lead on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
trouble brewing here in Casper for the Mountain View Lady Buffs. They trail by 3 with 3:29 on the clock. A 7-0 run right now for Buffalo. Inbounding right in front of me, Haley Stevens throws it into Bugus. Up top, Lindy Herford back to Bugus. Bugus at the top of the key. Bugus puts the ball over her head, throws it right on the sideline, and ball is tapped out of bounds by Tegan Sweckard. Sweckard thought she got it off of Mountain View. Officials deemed otherwise. Harmon in the corner, catches the inbound, throws it down low to Peyton Porter. Ball goes over Porter's head and into the hands of Eli Olson. Another turnover for Mountain View at the worst possible time. 42-39 with 3:05 to go. Buffalo driving down. Eli Olson lays it in, and it's 44-39. Mountain View falling apart at the seams in the last 4 minutes when they had a 4-point lead. Lindy Herford gives it to the baseline, cutting Haley Stevens, who puts up a shot, and she was fouled. Haley Stevens earns herself 2 at the line. A critical 2 points here for Mountain View if they want to remain in this contest. 2:52, plenty of time, but Mountain View currently allowing their opponents to go on a 9-0 run at what would be considered not an optimal time. First free throw up and no good. Second one about to be shot, and that is good. So it's a 4-point game. Still only a 2-possession game. Mountain View's got to come up with a stop. Probably going to go into Eli Olson, who has 20 for Buffalo. See if Mountain View can stop him in the half court. Caden Davis with 12. Eli Olson with 20. Sweckard with 8 on the court here for Buffalo. Up top, Chapin with it. Chapin goes over to Paddock, and Paddock travels with it. So Paddock forced into a travel there. Good defense from Mountain View, particularly from Haley Stevens. Haley Stevens with 17. Charity Harmon with 17. Harmon 5 of 10 today from downtown. See if she's got another big shot in her. Doesn't have to be a 3 on this possession. They trail by 4 with 2:20 on the clock. Bugus looking to find Stevens, picks up her dribble and throws it to Harmon, but it's taken away. Chapin into the front court. Chapin pulls it back after she lost it for a second, but a bad turnover, and Chapin steps on the sideline. Wow. 2:13 on the clock in the fourth quarter. That was just a bad possession from Mountain View. Bugus just threw a lazy cross-court pass, and Chapin, the speed to step in front of it and take it away. If you pick up your dribble, you cannot just say where you're going to go with the ball, and that's basically what they did. Harmon on the top of the key, being doubled. A lot of contact. She goes to the ground. No foul called. Here comes Buffalo on a run out the other way. Stevens blocks the Buffalo player on the other end. Bugus takes it away. Bugus on a run out from Mountain View now. Harmon wide open on the left key, and she is blocked. Here comes Bugus. Bugus driving down the baseline. Bugus drops it into the hands of Porter, and Porter travels. Oh, man, Porter had it about 3 feet away from the basket. Should have gone up and shot it, but she did not. A little hesitant, Peyton Porter. And now Mountain View is down by 4, and a timeout, I believe, is called by Buffalo. 4-point lead for Buffalo. 1:40 to go on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Well, credit the Mountain View fans with an assist there. Mountain View had 6 players in the court. They're about to start the action, which would have been a technical foul. Haley Stevens runs off the court, And back to action we go. 1:30 on the clock here. Buffalo in the front court, up by 4. Mountain View having to trap in the half court here. Eventually they're going to have to foul if they don't get a steal, unless Buffalo puts up a shot or turns the ball over. Up top, Chapin. All alone, but she doesn't shoot it. Probably best. Up by 4. Down low, Dobbin puts up a shot, or Kaden Davis puts up a shot from in close, and she scores, and it's a 6-point game. 46-40, 1 minute on the clock. Bugus over to Haley Herford. Haley Herford at the top of the key, gives it off to Harmon on the left wing. Harmon looking to go somewhere with it, gives it up top to Dellinger. Dellinger for 3, gotta have it, and it comes off the front rim, no good. In the backcourt, Mountain View pressing. Eli Olsen with it. Eli Olsen launches it into the front court. Kenley Bauer with it. Back to Dobbin it goes, and unless Mountain View wants to just concede, they'll have to foul. 35 seconds on the clock. Ton of time running off. It's a 6-point game, and eventually Lindy Herford fouls, but that's only the 6th team foul. So Mountain View's got to foul one more time, too. Mountain View, the second time they've played Buffalo this year, the first time a similar results as this one seems to be going down to the wire in favor of Buffalo. Buffalo a 6-point lead, inbounding on the sideline. Inbounds goes right to Olsen. Olsen driving baseline and gives it off to her teammate. Back up top to Kaden Davis. Davis just trying to play keep away from Mountain View. Eventually goes into the hands of Chapin with 24.5 to go. And it seems like a tall task for Mountain View to come back in this one. Mountain View had their chances. A 9-0 run at the worst possible time by Buffalo gave Buffalo the advantage with about 3 minutes to go. They haven't looked back since. Free throw up, free throw good. First shot. Second shot coming here from number 2, Saren Chapin, the 5'6" senior guard. Free throw no good. Rebound pulled away by Haley Herford. Haley Herford launches it up the court to Haley Stevens, who turns it over. Haley Stevens going to the ground, lost it, and that will do it, folks. Here from Casper Events Center, the Mountain View Buffs' quest for a state title in girls basketball will come up short here on the opening day. Mountain View will be back in action tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. when they play against the loser of the next game, either Lander or Douglas. All respect to Lander. You would expect Lander to be the loser of that one because Douglas, as I've said, I don't think it's any surprise. They are expected to win maybe not only this state title, but the next 3 as well, or the next 2 as well, with the group they have on the floor. 2 free throws up and good. It's 49-40 here in the final 15 seconds of action. Mountain View racing it down the court. Bugus lays it up, lays it in. It's 49-42, and head coach Jessica Moretti will take a timeout. We're going to take this final timeout on MyLocalRadio.com. Join us after this.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Buffalo, 9 seconds away from coming away the victor in this third girls quarterfinal of the day. Lyman Eagles won earlier today. They will still be alive for a state title. The Mountain View girls will come up short. They can still win out and finish their season on a victory. They will play tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. live on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN Radio 99.1. So 10:30 a.m. tomorrow, tune in for Mountain View against what will most likely be Lander Valley, but could be Douglas if Douglas somehow gets upset in this next quarterfinal game. And then if Mountain View can win that, they'll be in the what they call the Consolation Championship against the winner of Rollins and Torrington. Free throw up, free throw good after the Mountain View foul in the half court. 6.6 on the clock, puts Buffalo at the half-century mark. Score is 50-42. Kaden Davis looking to add to her stats on the day. Excuse me, that's Tegan Sweckard. And Sweckard does as she makes the second. Sweckard defending Allie Bugis as she gets it into the front court. And a turnover will just about do things as the clock runs out. Buffalo Lady Bison fans rise to their feet. The Buffalo Lady Bison will have a rematch of the state title game from last year, most likely tomorrow, against the Douglas Bearcats. The Mountain View Lady Buffs still will have up to 2 games tomorrow, so do not go anywhere. Up to one tomorrow and then 1 on Saturday if they win that one. So do not go anywhere. The Mountain View Buffs still have a lot to play for this season. They'll play once tomorrow, and then if they win, they'll play at 9 a.m. on Saturday. So as it stands, the Mountain View Lady Buffs will probably be disappointed at the result today, but at the end of the day, Mountain View, the ball just did not bounce their way, and it was Buffalo who took advantage of their opportunities when it counted the most. And they win 51-42, the final score. Buffalo defeats Mountain View. Eli Olson, the leading scorer on the day with 20 points, 6 rebounds. Tegan Sweckard, a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. And Kaden Davis, 16 points and 9 rebounds. 3 Buffalo Bison players coming up big. Mountain View did not really get the scoring they needed to stay in this one. Haley Stevens with 17. Charity Harmon with 17. Those are the only players who scored above 3 points. So obviously that is probably the main factor in why Mountain View lost, as well as starting the game 1 of 17 shooting. Yes, Mountain View opened up this contest shooting 1 of 17. So Mountain View, had they not had such a tough start, probably could have been overcome at the very end, but Mountain View had their opportunities, had a chance to take the win, and it just did not fall in their direction. So Mountain View will re-rack them, try to get their juju back tomorrow when they play at 10:30 a.m. So we've got 2 games on MyLocalRadio and KNYN Radio 99.1 tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. It will be Lander Valley against Mountain View Lady Buffs. And then at 4:30 in the state semifinals, it will be the Lyman Eagles and the and the Powell Lady Panthers. So Lyman and the Powell Lady Panthers at 4:30, following our coverage from the Casper College between the Mountain View Lady Buffs and the Lander Valley Lady Tigers. So certainly a winnable game tomorrow. You would feel for the Mountain View Lady Buffs. Hopefully they don't view their season as over, as they will have up to 2 games left in their season, chance to go 2-0 in their final 2 games and finish on a high note if they can grab 2 victories. Well, that's going to do it for our coverage here from Casper Event Center. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett, signing off for KNYN Radio 99.1 and MyLocalRadio.com. The Buffalo from Mountain View fall to the Buffalo Bison 51-42. I'll get post-game quotes and reaction from Jessica Moretti, Joel Georges, Kim Stevens, and much more. And I will report that back to you tomorrow. So join us at 10:30 a.m. bright and early for a morning start between the Mountain View Lady Buffs and the Lander Valley Lady Tigers.